Take the boy to you, he so troubles me. 'Tis past enduring. Come, my gracious lord, shall I be your playfellow? No, I'll none of you. Why, my sweet lord? You'll kiss me hard and speak to me as if I were a baby still. I love you better. And why so, my lord? Not for because your brows are blacker, yet black brows, they say, become some women best, so that there be not too much fair hair there, but in a semicircle, or a half-moon made with a pen. Who taught you this? I learned it out of women's faces. Pray now, what color are your eyebrows? Blue, my lord. Nay, that's a mark. I have seen a lady's nose that has been blue, but not her eyebrows. Hark ye! The queen your mother rounds apace. We shall present our services to a fine new prince one of these days, and then you'd wanton with us if we would have you. She's spread of late into a goodly bulk. Good time encounter her. What wisdom stirs amongst you? Come, sir. Now I am for you again. Pray you sit by us and tell us a tale. Merry or sad shall it be? As merry as you will. A sad tale's best for winter. I have one of sprites and goblins. Let's have that, good sir. Come on, sit down, come on, and do your best to fright me with your sprites. You're powerful at it. There was a man. Nay, come, sit down, then on. Dwelt by a churchyard. I will tell it softly. Yon crickets shall not hear it. Come on then, and give it me in mine ear. Was he met there, his train, Camilla with him. Behind the tuft of pines I met them. Never saw I men scour so on their way. I eyed them even to their ships. How blessed am I! In my just censor, in my true opinion, I lack for lesser knowledge. How accursed in being so blessed! There may be in the cap a spider steeped, and one may drink, depart, and yet partake no venom, for his knowledge is not infected. But if one present the abhorred ingredient to his eye, make known how he hath drunk, he cracks his gorge, his sides, who with violent hefts I have drunk and seen the spider. Camilla was his help in this, his pander. There is a plot against my life, my crown. All's life, true, that is mistrusted. That false villain whom I employed was pre-employed by him. He has discovered my design, and I remain a pinched thing, yea, a very trick for them to play at will. How came the postern so easily open? By his great authority, which often hath no less prevailed than so on your command. I know it well, too well. Give me the boy. I'm glad you did not nurse him, though he does bear some signs of me, yet you have too much blood in him. What is this, sport? Bear the boy hence, he shall not come about her. Away with him, and let her sport herself. With that she's big with, for 'tis Polixenes has made thee well thus. But I'd say he hath not, and I'll be sworn you would believe my saying, howe'er you lean to the nayward. You, my lords, look on her, mark her well. Be but about to say she is a goodly lady, and the justice of your hearts will thereto add, 'tis pity she's not honest honourable. Praise her but for this her without door form, which on my faith deserves high speech and straight. The shrug, the hum, or ha, these petty brands that calumny doth use, oh, I am out, that Mary does, for calumny will sear. Virtue itself, these shrugs, these hums, and ha's, when you have said she's goodly, come between ere you can say she's honest, but be it known, for him that has most cause to grieve it should be, she's an adulteress. Should a villain say so, the most replenished villain in the world? He were as much more villain, you, my lord, do but mistake. You have mistook, my lady. Polixenes for Leontes, oh, thou thing, which shall not call a creature of thy place, lest barbarism making me the precedent, should a like language used to all degrees, and mannerly distinguishment leave out betwixt the prince and beggar. I have said she's an adulteress, I have said with whom more she's a traitor, and Camillo is a federary with her, and one that knows what she should shame to know herself, but with her most vile principle that she's a bed-swerver, even as bad as those that vulgars give boldest titles, aye, and privy to this their late escape. No, by my life, privy to none of this. How will this grieve you, when you shall come to clearer knowledge that you thus have published me? Gentle my lord, you scarce can write me thoroughly than to say you did mistake. No, if I mistake in those foundations which I build upon, the centre is not big enough to bear a schoolboy's top. Away with her to prison. He who shall speak for her is a far off guilty, but that he speaks. There's some ill planet reigns. I must be patient till the heavens look with an aspect more favourable. Good my lords, I am not prone to weeping as our sex commonly are, the want of which vain do perchance shall dry up your pities. But I have that honourable grief lodged here, which burns worse than tears down. Beseech you all, my lords, with thoughts so qualified as your charity shall best instruct you, measure me, and so the king's will be performed. Shall I be heard? Who is it that goes with me? Beseech your highness, my women may be with me, for you see my plight requires it. Do not weep, good fools, there is no cause. When you shall know your mistress has deserved prison, then abound in tears, and as I come out, this action I now go on, is for my better grace. Adieu, my lord, I never wish to see you sorry. Now I trust I shall. My women, come, you have leave. Go, do our bidding hence. Beseech your highness call the queen again. Be certain what you do, sir, lest your justice prove violence, in the which three great ones suffer, yourself, your queen, your son. For her, my lord, I dare my life lay down, and will do it, sir. Please you to accept it, that the queen is spotless in the eyes of heaven, and you, I mean, is this which you accuse her. If it prove she's otherwise, I'll keep my stables where I lodge my wife. I'll go in couples with her, then when I feel and see her no farther trust her, for every inch of woman in the world, I every dram of woman's flesh is fault, if she be. Hold your peaces. Good my lord. It is for you we speak, not for ourselves. You are abused, and by some putteran that will be damned for it. Would I knew the villain, I would land damn him. But she honour flawed. I have these daughters, the eldest is 11, the second and third 9, and some 5. If this prove true, they'll pay for it. But mine honour, I'll geld them all. 14 they shall not see, to bring false generations. They are co-heirs, and I had rather glib myself than they should not produce fair issue. Cease no more. You smell this business with a sense as cold as his dead mouse's nose. But I do see it and feel it as you feel, doing thus, and see withal the instruments that feel. If it be so, we need no grave to bury honesty. There's not a grain of it the face to sweeten of the whole dungy earth. What? Lack I credits? I had rather you did lack than I, my lord, upon this ground. And more it would content me to have her honour true than your suspicion. Be blamed for it how you might. Why? What need we commune with you of this, but rather follow our forceful instigation? Our prerogative calls not your counsels, but our natural goodness imparts this, which if you, or stupefied, or seeming so in skill, cannot or will not relish a truth like us, inform yourselves. We need no more of your advice. The matter, the loss, the gain, the ordering on it is all properly ours. And I wish, my liege, you had only in your silent judgment tried it without more overture. How could that be? Either thou art most ignorant by age, or thou wert born a fool. Camillo's flight added to their familiarity, which was as gross as ever touched conjecture, that lacked sight only taught not for approbation, but only seeing all other circumstances made up to the deed, doth push on this proceeding. Yet, for a greater confirmation, for in an act of this importance 'twere most piteous to be wild. I have dispatched in post to sacred Delphos, to Apollo's temple, Cleomenes and Dion, whom you know of stuffed sufficiency. Now from this oracle they will bring all whose spiritual counsel shall stop or spur me. Have I done well? Well done, my lord. Though I am satisfied, and need no more than I know, yet shall the oracle give rest to the minds of others, such as he whose ignorant credulity will not come up to the truth. So have we thought it good from our free person she should be confined, lest that the treachery of the two fled hence be left her to perform. Come, follow us. We are to speak in public, for this business will raise a sore. To laughter, as I take it, if the good truth were known. The keeper of the prison called to him, let him have knowledge who I am. Good lady, no court in Europe is too good for thee. What dost thou then in prison? Now, good sir, you know me, do you not? For a worthy lady, and one whom much I honor. Pray you, then, conduct me to the Queen. I may not, madam. To the contrary, I have express commandment. Here's ado, to lock up honesty and honor from the access of gentle visitors. Is it lawful, pray you, to see her women, any of them? Amelia. So please you, madam, to put apart these your attendants. I shall bring Amelia forth. I pray now call her. Withdraw yourselves. And madam, I must be present at your conference. Well, be it so, prithee. Here's such ado to make no stain, a stain as passes colouring. Dear gentlewoman, how fares our gracious lady? As well as one so great and so forlorn may hold together on affrights and griefs which never tender lady hath borne greater. She is something before her time delivered. A boy, a daughter, and a goodly babe, lusty and like to live. The queen receives much comfort in it, says, "My poor prisoner, I am innocent as you." I dare be sworn. These dangerous, unsafe loons are the king. Beshrew them. He must be told on it, and he shall. The office becomes a woman best. I'll take it upon me. If I prove honey mouth, let my tongue blister, and never to my red-looked anger be the trumpet any more. Pray you, Amelia, commend my best obedience to the queen. If she dares trust me with our little babe, I'll show it the king, and undertake to be her advocate to the loudest. We do not know how he may soften at the sight of the child. The silence often of pure innocence persuades when speaking fails. Most worthy madam, your honour and your goodness is so evident that your free undertaking cannot miss a thriving issue. There is no lady living so meet for this great errand. Please your ladyship to visit the next room. I'll presently acquaint the queen of your most noble offer, who but today hammered of this design, but durst not tempt the minister of honour, lest she should be denied. Tell her, Amelia, I'll use that tongue I have. If wit flow from it as boldness from my bosom, let it not be doubted I shall do good. Now be your blessed for it. I'll to the queen. Please you come something nearer. Madam, if it please the queen to send the babe, I know not what I shall incur to pass it, having no warrant. You need not fear it, sir. This child was prisoner to the womb, and is by law and process of great nature, and thence freed and enfranchised, not a party to the anger of the king, nor guilty of, if any be, the trespass of the queen. I do believe it. Do not you fear. Upon mine honour, I will stand betwixt you and danger.